Creating good-looking Shopify stores that actually convert take lots of time and effort. So we're lazy at outsourcing the creation. We're going to be buying a cheap and expensive store on Fiverr and comparing them to see if the price difference is actually worth it and if outsourcing the store creation on Fiverr actually makes any sense. So we're gonna let them build a store around this product. Yeah, pretty dope, pretty nice. We'll see what they can do with it. So basically, I spend the money on Fiverr, so you don't have to. Now, if you're not familiar with Fiverr is a fantastic website and source for independent freelancers, and pretty much any service that you can think of, Fiverr has got it. Whether you want help with e-commerce, so let's say improve your page speed, or you need e-commerce ads, video ads, fantastic source for that, or you want to spice up your social media marketing game, influencers, etc. Boom, boom, they got them. Or you just want to brand your store, so let's say custom packaging, logo design, whatever you name it, Fiverr has got it. So Fiverr is great, but how good are their stores? Now, I've covered their stores a few times in the past in my other videos, and they're pretty decent, but we'll be looking into this a little bit more in depth. So we're going to be ordering two stores around the same product at two drastically different price points to see if Fiverr, first of all, is a viable option to outsource your store creation process, because I know a lot of you guys out there, yeah, I mean you know who you are when you're watching this, are quite lazy when it comes to building their stores, or just think they're not capable. Now, as I do believe to some extent it is great to know at least the fundamentals, how to build a Shopify store, and to know what goes into it so that you can actually build and acquire the skill set. It's really not that difficult, but I understand the argument. Why not let someone else do it if they're better at it? So I've been rambling long enough for now. Let's hop into Fiverr. So we'll be typing in Shopify store and see what they got to offer for us. Now, I already mentioned we're going to be going for the first store anywhere between the price range of $20 to $50, and also the other one is going to be somewhere around $200 to $300. So we can browse through here. There's going to be a ton of listings for Shopify stores right now, and we're ideally looking for a one product store, as that's my preference. Some of these stores have like 50 to 500 products, and that just really isn't necessary. A niche store does it, or a one product store does it. This one could be an option, $245. You got one for 50, one for 90, one for 40, etc. I've covered this part long enough, a few times already, so not going to go too much in depth for this. And I already picked out an option for both the cheaper alternative and the pricier option. So this is the cheaper one. So it's $25, 6-figure Shopify store, not bad. 4.9 stars, 44 reviews so far, 10 pages, one product, design customization, blah, blah. You can read it yourself. Yeah, we'll give this one a try, $25. Looks pretty decent to me. So we'll order from him right now. How long does it take? 3 days. That's fine by me. No additional extras. Get away, honey, and order now. So now we have to give him the following details. We'll have to do that later. And for the more expensive one, we're gonna go from this guy, 5.0 stars, so fantastic. 135 reviews so far, 3 pages, 1 product, design customization, 3 plugins, extensions. Got some stats. Okay, this already has a nice feel to it. I already like that. And yeah, it looks pretty good. That's why I'm going with him. We'll get all of this stuff. Continue, order now, and we'll be receiving that within 5 days. Confirm and pay. And he needs the product that we want to sell, store name, and any other information that you think is relevant. So I'll provide him with these details as well. One for $250 and the other one for $50. So I'll see you guys back in a few days when the stores have arrived and we're ready to take a look at it. See you then.
2 days later.
Stores are done, guys. Let's hop right into Fiverr and take a look. Don't want to keep you waiting any longer. Let's start off with the $25 store. So it's quick notice. Not gonna read over this. For the stores we did below things. Sounds good. This is probably the review of the store, and let's get right into it. So I'm gonna be super honest, point out everything that I think was done incorrectly or done poorly, and the things that have been done well. So let's start right off. You got a currency converter, that's a plus. The header bar isn't 100% great to read, but when we scroll down, it pops up, that's decent, but on this background, maybe not ideal. I do like the header though. The header is cool. I like the thing they did with 3D imaging. I don't know if this was a custom image that he created. This lady, I don't know how much she fits to it, but it's all right. Drive safer your neck. I don't get that. That's maybe an issue. We are still open. CDC recommends wearing face masks in public. I don't know how much that is relevant. since it is an online store, you don't necessarily have to say that you're open. Here we got pain relief neck massager, nice image, could be higher quality, but I like the way it's segments right into here. A few benefits right here. Another one, it looks like they photoshopped these images together, but it doesn't look terrible. Some of the images are not insanely high quality, which may be a negative, but all in all, the homepage doesn't look too bad. This could have been a higher quality. I don't know or don't understand the pricing situation. That's a little bit weird, to be honest. And the video at the bottom. Now, these trust badges are terrible. I would probably remove that. Don't like the bottom part, even though these elements are all right. But all in all, the homepage is definitely not bad. So if we scroll down it in mobile optimized for now, the video, maybe we can see it right now. Let it run. Okay, we got a few elements before using, after using, not too bad. Let's run through the different pages that he set up for us. Contact us, all right. Track your order, okay. Shipping, okay. He did this kind of bar. Relatively simplistic, but what can you expect? And last but not least, shipping, okay. It's not terrible. Now let's take a look at the actual product page, because that is the most important part, obviously, as that's where we're driving our traffic. Okay, $61.48. I really don't understand the pricing. So yeah, you must have set up Euro since I ordered from Germany. Pictures are a little bit low quality. This is the product description. It doesn't have a lot to it. It's relatively simplistic. Okay, we got the reviews on the bottom. In my opinion, definitely not a terrible store. This could have been in a different color, so this could have been white on the mobile background. And there are lots of benefits with this store and also a few negatives. Hello. Now, there's a high chance that if you're watching this right now, you aren't subscribed. I may ask, why is that so? Now, the stats don't lie. We have a terrible subscription to view ratio. How can I improve that? How can I make you subscribe down below? Now, there's tons of great content appearing on this channel. I know, self-promotion sucks, but you gotta rake in the subs somehow. You give back to me, I give back to you. So if you haven't yet, definitely subscribe. It'll help me out, I'll help you out. Sounds good? All right. The negatives are maybe he could have put a lot more thought process into actual convincing in the product description, could have been a little bit longer explaining the product in more detail. And I'm not a huge fan of the product images. The photos are relatively low quality. That makes me think, did he just screenshot them or did he grab them from other places? Now, these images right here aren't too bad. They're all right on the homepage itself. Some were okay, some weren't that great. And this on the bottom, footer is terrible in my opinion. Now, this isn't too bad, but on the homepage, it was a lot worse with these guarantees or something like that. Those are horrible. See, this is just a no-go in my opinion. Now, after taking a look at this $25 store, I want to summarize the negatives and positives of the store so far. So in my opinion, the product description could have been a little bit better, could have had a little bit more depth to it, going in a little bit more onto the benefits, maybe some emotional values or how the consumer would actually benefit from it. The footer, in my opinion, wasn't the right choice when it comes to color and the way it has been put together. The guarantees also obviously not great, very low quality. I think that should be removed completely. Some of the images were also quite low quality, which was disappointing, and the pricing strategy was definitely a little bit sketchy, and they maybe could have changed up the logo for the up top dark blue background. Now on to the positives of the store. I do really like some of the custom content they did create. If it is custom content, it has a decent layout, and I do believe it will definitely get a few sales. I'm very confident that this store is definitely decent and better than some of the other ones out there. And you guys have to remember, this store only costed 25 bucks. And you have to think about it, if they did spend 3 to 4 hours on this store, which is, I'd say, an average time frame, they only earned like $6 per hour, which is very cheap. By the way, if you guys want to purchase any of these stores or links, I'll leave them exactly down below in the description with the exact gigs. And by the way, since Shopify still has a 90-day free trial, I'll leave it down below as well if you do want to start your Shopify store now, because the 90-day free trial situation isn't gonna go on forever. So make sure you apply and get your store up and running as soon as possible. Definitely make sure you use this time wisely. Now, if you guys have been following along with my channel, you guys know that I've been doing lots of Fiverr videos across the time that I've been uploading, and I've done a real small mini series where I basically try to outsource as much as possible. It was a 3-episode mini series, and I actually got this store created. That was one of the things that we did outsource, and the store is pretty awesome. I think we paid roughly $120 to $150 for it. I don't exactly remember, but the whole project was worth $500, and I still haven't announced the giveaway winner for this store yet. I And that's what I'm doing right now. Here is the giveaway winner for this store and everything that belongs towards the package. Now, if you won this store, congratulations to you. That's a huge, huge prize. Now, in order for you to receive this store and everything that goes along with it, the video ads, the product ads, whatever, what we all purchased within it, now all you have to do is write me a message on Instagram, a quick DM telling me you won the store, and then we'll transfer all the details and everything that is needed for you so that the store belongs 100% to you. Now, let's continue with the video. All right. Now let's talk about the big mama, the $250 store. I'm excited for this one. I have high hopes. This guy had 5.0 stars. Let's take a look what he offered for us, what he gave us. So hello, Vilius, your store is mostly complete. Luxury.myshopify.com. He gave us an exact description of what to do next. So for beginners, very, very good. Notes, the review app costs $10 per month. Attached some video for the ads. Here's also one pretty good one. So he actually referenced one video ad creator for us, which is pretty cool. And he also gave us a link for video ads training. I think that's pretty awesome that he gave us all of these details for free in principle. Definitely already over delivering. Now he also attached the social media logo. The logo is actually pretty much how I envisioned it. I think this was a font that I was wanting to get and I didn't even tell him anything. Now here's a video that he did provide. Let's check that out first. Skip a little bit through. Smart neck massager. Okay. Yeah, definitely some elements that we could take for video ad creation if we would decide to go with it. And another one. He actually provided us with a lot of video ads. I don't know too much about the quality about the video ads. Not fantastic, but just alone that he gave us free video ads, we can use a lot of this video material to create something better ourselves. I don't think they're fantastic, but it's free video ads and free video content that we didn't have to go out and find ourselves. That's a huge plus, and it wasn't even part of the listing. So regardless of how good they are, he gave us additional info, how to move forward with the store, how to run Facebook ads, and he also referred us to a different video ad creator, which we could use and outsource this to if we wanted to. But let's actually go into the store because that's the important part. All right, so this is the store that he created for us for $250. This is probably more mobile optimized than it is desktop, so everything is relatively centered. Okay, this is a little bit low quality, so is this, but I like the way it segments. A nice testimonial, those are always good. A neck relief for everyone, it pops up in like that. Don't know about the pricing, how it is. This I do like, although they should probably align correctly when choosing them. The add to cart button is decent, and this is all right. So a very, very similar homepage, but the most important part is actually the product page. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so this part, we covered that. I'd probably remove this part and change it to a different pricing. Maybe center align it. The buy now button isn't too good. This is all right. Actually, this is interesting because it informs them to be wary that we also have that situation. Okay, relatively long description here, but we do have a nice header, headline, get instant pain relief in just 15 minutes with Luxury smart neck massager, pretty decent, wherever, whenever you want, you are in the right place. Decent. Provide effects for all this. That's a pretty good element. Build comfort, okay. What it includes, get yours now, order now, and a device is not for people with pacemakers or pregnant, okay. The footer looks nice and clean in my opinion. I like the elements he created. He also added PayPal, the company policies, privacy policy, refund policy, terms of service, and email subscription. Let's also take a look at the about page he created for us, our values and mission. I really do like the clean, nice, modern look of the site, and even when you click on one of the links up top, it stays like this, know how to get in touch. I like the small elements that he did add. This looks like a very, very trustworthy and almost like branded store, but we haven't taken a look at the mobile situation yet. So let's run through this. Now, this isn't ideal on mobile. That's a minor issue that could be easily changed. We covered this part, not my favorite element. On mobile, this quantity selector obviously works. Now this distance is a little bit big. I don't think these are great. Now let's talk about the actual product description. I think this COVID-19 message is decent, but a little bit too long. Maybe it's not the right positioning, and it looks like a lot for the user to handle right when he visits the site. Now, when we actually take a look at how I would structure my product description versus how they have done it, there are a few differences. Now, first of all, I do like that they did a headline with the main benefit. In this case, get instant pain relief in just 15 minutes with Luxury smart neck massager. Something similar I would have done as well, because you have to remember the headline is the ad for your product description. You want this to be some way emotional or very interesting for the user so that he continues reading your product description, so that we give him more information that leads to a potential purchase. Now, what I don't like is how long this part part is. A lot of consumers will be very off-put by this, as this isn't the easiest to read. It's a lot of text and it's not segmented into smaller, more legible paragraphs. Now for consumers, we do want to give them as much information as possible, but also in a relatively easy manner to read. And I would have done something different in this case. I would have followed up the headline with some kind of visual component, probably some kind of GIF that adds to the headline, and then finish it off with 1 to 2 sentences more on the benefit or whatever I mentioned in the headline to get the consumer engaged and continue reading. Now, this is a little bit too long. I'm not going to go into this too much, but he does continue quite well with mentioning a few more benefits and adding some visual components for people that want to learn more about the product. And this also is a little bit too long, provide effective relief for these situations. So what exactly does this massager help you out with? I think this is pretty good. Maybe a little bit too many points, so maybe it gets too much for the consumer. Let's continue. Built for maximum comfort and durability. Here's what makes Luxurious so unique. So a few more benefits, actually more so the features. I probably would also include this, but go a little bit more in depth and talk about the benefits. How does this product improve the life of the consumer if they would buy it? Not a lot of people want to actually find out the features, and this goes into a lot of the features. This is probably supposed to be a bold, so that's a small little negative. Picture isn't in the best quality. Each box includes the following. That's decent. You probably need to have that, and get your Luxurious Smart Neck Massager today. Order now. So you can click on get yours now and it sends you back up. I think that is quite clever done. I like that as well. Gives you another CTA at the bottom. Not a lot of stores have that. Not a lot of stores do that, and that's pretty good. On a small little note on the bottom. Now this one doesn't have a reviews, but he mentioned that, so that's not that big of an issue. All in all, I do like the look of it. The product description has a lot of words, has a lot of text, could be formatted differently, could be changed up slightly, but I think both stores have very, very good elements and components that could be very useful. Now let's take a final look at the store in mobile version. Looks pretty good on homepage. This maybe is a little bit long, but I like the way he created this. Looks trustworthy, looks like a legitimate testimonial, and I think it's a pretty decent store. For $250, it's all right. If we look at the drastic comparison from the $25 versus the $250, you have to think about it. The first store is 10 times cheaper than this one. So you really have to argument, is the $250 store worth it? I do like the way they approach the second store, give them a nice, clean, brand-worthy look, and I think they succeeded with it. A few changes could have been made though. And the first store for $25 is insane value in my opinion, comparing these side by side. Now, obviously, the first store maybe had some not as good pictures, the quality wasn't great, and some components were not really good actually. But all in all, for $25, I'd take that one over this one. And I think, however, the more expensive store will be a lot more successful when it comes to the conversion because the product description is a little bit more in depth, and I think the elements added to it could convert better. But the only way to find out is to actively test these out, and that's what we're gonna be doing in the next video. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be creating one single ad creative for both of these stores, the exact same ad creative, and we're gonna be spending $100 on Facebook ads on each single store, and then we're gonna be comparing them side by side. Which one got more add to carts, which one got more initiated checkouts, and which one has the better conversion rate. Now, if that sounds interesting for you and you're not subscribed, you wouldn't want to miss out the video, so definitely do subscribe. And we'll see which of these stores perform better, and probably in the next store, we'll actually be giving away these two. So definitely stay tuned for those two videos. I hope you did enjoy watching this video and watch me review stores again. But yeah, no, I spend the money on Fiverr, so you don't have to. But regardless, thank you guys for watching this one. Hopefully you're enjoying the content, more to come. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.